Bouncer tore up my passport. I, 22F. Went to a club for the first time with my best friend, 21F. I lost my driver's license, so I brought my passport with me instead. We waited in the line for the club, and as we approached the bouncer to check for our IDs, he looked at my passport funny and asked if I had a license instead. I explained to him that I had lost mine, and he proceeded to go in the back to talk to who I'm assuming is the manager. He then comes back while ripping up the papers in my passport and told me to never come back again or he'd report me with fraud. He tossed it in the trash, which I screamed at him for, asking what in the world he was doing and that I was going to report him for destruction of my property. He just told me to fuck off or he'd call the police. I gathered my passport from the trash and my best friend and I left because we didn't know what else to do. I'm still shaking and I have no idea what I could do. My passport was about $150 because I had it expedited for a trip out of the country. It's 100% real because I've never had to buy any kind of fake id. Could I possibly press charges against him? Edit. This happened about an hour ago. I realized I should have called the police then and there, but I was too shocked to do so. I'm sorry, sad face. Update. The first few comments were telling me to call the police, so I immediately went straight back to the club and called the police. They arrived and I explained what had happened and showed them my passport. After analyzing my passport, the cop was furious and said it was, in fact, a federal crime. Of course, the police lights caught the attention of the staff inside, and eventually the owner had to come out to see what was going on. The cop asked to view the CCTV footage and went inside, and from what I've heard from people who were leaving the club, the bouncer was getting a piece of his mind. The cop, the bouncer, and the owner came back outside after 20 minutes and the cop told me I had two choices, to press charges, or to come with a compromise. The owner offered to pay double for my passport, but I asked for the bouncer to pay for the damages, not the owner since he wasn't the one who completely destroyed my passport. The bouncer immediately looked pissed, but then agreed to do after being stared down hard by the cop. I didn't get many answers from the internet, so I resorted to Reddit. Thank you all so much for helping me come to my senses. I can be stupid when I'm in shock, haha.